It was a cold Monday morning in downtown Los Angeles. The Citizens First Bank was busy, with customers standing in long lines, waiting for their turn. Among them was Mrs. Josephine Collins, an elderly woman in her late 70s. Her wrinkled hands trembled slightly as she clutched her handbag. She had come to withdraw money, but something felt different today. At the counter, a young teller named Jacob looked down at her with an impatient glare. "Ma'am, I already told you, we can't process withdrawals over $1,000 unless you use the app." Mrs. Collins adjusted her glasses. "I don't have an app, young man. I've been banking here for 30 years. Just let me withdraw my money." Jacob sighed and shook his head. "You need to keep up with the times, ma'am. We can't just hand out money like it's candy. Come back with someone younger who can help you." People in the line behind her started murmuring, some shaking their heads in disapproval. Others chuckled, amused by the humiliation. Mrs. Collins swallowed hard. Her late husband had always handled the banking. Now, alone, she felt powerless. "Please," she whispered. "I need this money for my medication. I don't have anyone to help me with apps or online banking." Jacob rolled his eyes. "Then maybe you shouldn't be managing money on your own." Next, tears welled up in her eyes as she stepped aside, feeling invisible. The security guard, a burly man in a navy blue uniform, gestured for her to leave. "Ma'am, you're holding up the line." Just then, a voice cut through the tension. "Is this how you treat your loyal customers?" Heads turned. A tall man in a dark suit stood near the entrance. His piercing gaze locked onto Jacob, and the entire bank fell silent. It was Elon Musk. Jacob's smirk disappeared instantly. The bank manager, Mr. Randall, rushed from his office, nearly tripping over his own feet. "Mr. Musk, this is an unexpected honor. How can we help you today?" Elon ignored him and walked toward Mrs. Collins. "Ma'am, what's the problem?" She wiped her eyes and hesitated. "I just wanted to withdraw some money, but they say I need an app. I don't know how to use those things." Elon turned sharply toward Jacob. "So, you think it's acceptable to humiliate an elderly woman because she doesn't use a smartphone?" Jacob stammered. "I was just following policy." Elon pulled out his phone. "Following policy? Let's test that. What's the highest amount I can withdraw without an app?" The bank manager swallowed hard. Well, since you're—" "Not me," Elon interrupted. "Mrs. Collins. How much can she withdraw without an app?" $1,000, sir." "Then why didn't she get it?" Jacob looked at the floor. I thought she." "You thought wrong." Elon turned to Mrs. Collins. "Withdraw whatever amount you need. It's your money." The room remained silent as Mrs. Collins was escorted to a special counter by the manager himself. Within minutes, she had her money in hand. Her fingers shook, but this time, it was from relief. Elon turned to the employees. "Let me make something clear. This woman has been banking here for decades. You should have treated her with respect, not as an inconvenience." Mr. Randall nodded quickly. "Of course, sir. It won't happen again." Elon wasn't finished. "And Jacob?" Jacob stiffened. "You're fired. Effective immediately." A gasp rippled through the room. Jacob's face turned pale. "Please, sir, find another job where you don't have to interact with people." Elon's voice was final. "Mrs. Collins, if you ever have trouble again, let me know." Tears rolled down the old woman's cheeks, but this time they were from gratitude. "Thank you, Mr. Musk." Elon smiled. "No need to thank me. Just promise me one thing." "What's that?" "Enjoy your day. You've earned it." As he walked out, the entire bank remained silent, watching as justice had been served. Swift, sharp, and unforgettable. And this brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.